16 years. 16 long years separate the events of Ridley Scott's Gladiator and its highly anticipated sequel, Gladiator II. But in that time, both in the story and in real life, so much has changed. Let me take you on a journey through time, bloodshed, betrayal, and legacy. If you thought Maximus's story ended with his sacrifice, think again, because the battle for Rome is far from over. Let's rewind. The first Gladiator left us with Maximus Decimus Meridius, the general turned slave turned legend, lying lifeless on the Colosseum floor. But his sacrifice wasn't in vain, or was it? His dream of a free and reformed Rome echoed through history. Yet, as Gladiator II shows us, the reality of Rome's fate was far more brutal. In the 16 years that passed, Rome didn't become the utopia Maximus envisioned. Instead, it spiraled further into chaos, violence, and political corruption. Why? Because ideals, no matter how noble, are fragile in the face of greed and power. Let's talk about those 16 years. Death of Emperor Commodus, played so chillingly by Joaquin Phoenix, and Maximus's final stand didn't lead to the political reforms that Marcus Aurelius had hoped for. Instead, two new emperors, Geta and Caracalla, played by Joseph Quinn and Fred Hetchinger, seized power. These guys are not your benevolent rulers. No. They're expansionists obsessed with conquest. Their reign pushes Rome into an era of unprecedented aggression. Think massive wars, bloody gladiatorial games, and a Colosseum that's now a playground for both men and monsters. Yes, you heard that right, sea battles and beasts now rule the arena. This isn't just Rome. This is Rome on steroids. Now, enter Lucius Verus, the son of Lucilla, and get this, Maximus. That's right, folks. Lucius, the boy who once idolized Maximus, is now a grown man, portrayed by the incredibly talented Paul Mescal. But here's the kicker: Lucius isn't basking in the glory of his lineage. Oh no. He's far away in Numidia, living a quiet life with his wife, Arashat, played by Yuval Gonen. Why Numidia? Well, Lucilla, fearing for her son's life, sent him there to protect him from Rome's relentless power struggles. But as we all know, peace in a story like this never lasts. Tragedy strikes when Lucius's wife and people are massacred, pulling him into a quest for revenge that eerily mirrors his father's path. Here's where things get wild. The Colosseum has evolved since Maximus fought for freedom. Gladiator II, it's not just a stage for men versus men, it's become a spectacle of unimaginable violence. We're talking naval battles staged within the arena and monstrous creatures that add a whole new level of danger. Lucius doesn't just fight for revenge. He fights to survive, to lead, and to reclaim the legacy his father left behind. Along the way, we see the shadows of familiar characters like Commodus, Quintus, and Juba through flashbacks and archive footage. It's a constant reminder of the past haunting the present. Now, let's talk about the tone. If Gladiator felt like a historical epic with themes of honor and sacrifice, Gladiator II flips the script. This sequel is darker, bloodier, and, dare I say, more insane. It's got this dark humor running through it that makes you question everything. The violence? Oh, it's cranked up to 11. Ridley Scott isn't holding back, and it's clear he's having fun exploring the absurdity of Rome's brutality. But don't mistake this for mindless gore. Beneath the blood and chaos lies a story of legacy, power, and rebellion. The heart of Gladiator II is Lucius's confrontation with the emperors, Geta and Caracalla. These rulers are ruthless, but they're also cunning, using men like Marcus Acacius, played by Pedro Pascal, to carry out their conquests. Acacius, though, is no mere pawn. He's inspired by Maximus's story, but he's also out for his own gain. Meanwhile, we meet Macrinus, played by Denzel Washington, a former slave who's clawed his way to power. Macrinus is a wild card, manipulating the emperors to further his own agenda. It's a complex web of alliances, betrayals, and ambitions, all set against the backdrop of a crumbling empire. What makes Gladiator II stand out as a legacy sequel is its commitment to exploring the consequences of the first film. Maximus's death wasn't the end. It was the beginning of a new era, one filled with chaos and bloodshed. Lucius carries the weight of his father's legacy, but he's not a copy of Maximus. He's his own man, with his own battles to fight. And that's what makes this story so compelling. It's not just about revenge or survival. It's about hope, even in the darkest times. Now, here's the big question: could there be a Gladiator III? Ridley Scott has hinted at the possibility, and honestly, the ending of Gladiator II leaves the door wide open. Will Lucius succeed in steering Rome toward a better future? Or will the cycle of violence and corruption continue? One thing's for sure: if we get another installment, it's going to be epic, emotional, and unforgettable. So, how much time has passed between the two Gladiator movies? 16 years a lifetime for Rome to grow darker and for a new hero to rise. But those 16 years also remind us that legacy, no matter how powerful, is never guaranteed. Gladiator II isn't just a sequel. It's a bold reimagining of what a historical epic can be. For fans of the original, it's a chance to revisit the world of Maximus, this time through the eyes of his son. What are you most excited to see in Gladiator II? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the movies you love.